Welcome back to Rochester in Focus. We're talking about a local company today called Aquavation, whose slogan is motivation through hydration. And joining me now is the company's CEO, Sarah Plasky, and Compeer Rochester CEO, Dana Frame. So thank you both of you for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so before I heard you guys were coming on, I'd never heard of Aquavation, didn't know what it was. So for people who say, I don't know what that is either, tell us a little bit about the company and what it is.
Well, Aquavation is a very simple concept. People come to aquavation.org online and they add digital images that they may have or motivational sayings, or they might even just personalize it with the name Christine. But you make one water bottle that comes to you in a gift box in the mail, and it's personalized and has a note card and it's wrapped in tissue paper. But that may sound like to everybody viewing a typical customization product, but it's not. One of the reasons we were born in Rochester is because this is the hotbed of print industry. And so we do things innovatively here, and to say the least. And our water bottles actually are a print run of one to a digital high press. And so, again, that may not mean anything, but what it is, people look, when they look at those images on that bottle, they'll be blown away. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. So it's that, and then also there's that component of charitable giving. So every time a person comes and makes one water bottle, they are giving to a charitable cause like Dana's Compeer, Rochester. So consumers come, they make a bottle, they are able to select a charitable cause that they care about that will receive proceeds from that bottle.
And so where did the idea from this come from? Where did you come up with this idea?
Well, my husband is what I lovingly refer to as a weekend warrior, for lack of a better term, and that means he goes away and does amazing things on his bike every weekend. So he's an avid cyclist, and years ago, one of the very first Highlander cycle tours events, he asked me to come down to the Finger Lakes region and see what he was doing in the upcoming weekend with his cycling. And I was blown away because he was riding up these 12,000 feet of vertical for 100 miles. So I did what every good spouse does. I went to try to find him a nice little trinket or gift to show him how much I thought of what he was doing. I know certainly I couldn't climb up a 12,000 feet of vertical on a cycle.
Me either.
So I thought also about the fact that he wouldn't want anything additional weight-wise on his bike that day. So I looked online to try to find a water bottle that I could put motivational sayings on or something to just that he could look down in the cage at mile 58 going up Naples Hill and see and motivate him to make it the rest of the way. Well, it turns out nothing existed. So what they teach you in business school is if it's not there and you can't find it, it could be a potential market.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been a great thing for Rochester because local Rochester charities are the beneficiaries of these water bottles.
We do. I'm thrilled with the onboarding we've had. Dana was one of our very first and to trust me and the concept of Aquavation. But I'm excited about the onboarding we've had not only locally, but nationally. So viewers can come make a bottle and they certainly will find a lot of wonderful local charitable causes to give to. But we also are expanding nicely nationally. And I think the thing I'm excited about is we also see something interesting happening in our business in that people may not make a bottle the first time, or they may have hesitation about it. I mean, it's a little art form. You have to kind of think about what you would put on that bottle and who you want to motivate and what photo to choose usually trips people up. But I think once people make it, what we see in our business data is that they become these super users. So we have this trend that's happening where people come and they make one. And I think two things are occurring. I think, A, they get on and they see we put a lot of thought into that software. So it's a simple app. And in fact, if any of the viewers want to go look, we have a little girl on our YouTube site who's 8 years old making her Relay for Life bottle, and she does it in 3 minutes flat. So it's not a hard thing. So I think they learn that. And then the second thing I think that happens is people recognize, because they're selecting this charitable cause, what a great gift it is. And all of us have gone to the mall and we've wanted to buy a gift. And you stand at the register and you realize $60 later plus tax, and it's a little more than you had thought. The beauty is if you come to Aquavation, you're going to come out to that party with a meaningful gift, If you're in Rochester, you're really fortunate because they're manufactured here and they pop in your mailbox pretty much 2 days later. So you can bring it to the party and you can know nobody else will have the same gift. But you also know that you're spending $20 and that's it. So you don't have that gift creep, so to speak.
Yeah. And quick, Dana, tell us a little bit about how this has benefited your company as being one of the companies that's a part of this.
Sure, it's great. One of the reasons I wanted to get involved with Sarah was that she is a local Rochester company, and that's what Compeer is too. Right now, I mean, I'm sure you've heard in the news that public funding is being cut back, and it's important to have diverse funding streams for an agency like mine, a small nonprofit. And this was just a wonderful way, a unique and imaginative way to get some funds for my organization. Plus, what we do is mentor people in mental health recovery, so it's a wonderful gift to give between our volunteers and our clients and the like. It's just gets the word out there about it, my agency as well.
And so people who haven't even heard of you, when they go and they're looking through the charities deciding who to choose, they can choose you.
Right, and that's wonderful. Hopefully they like our mission. She does a great job with the websites and the labels and all of that, so I couldn't be happier.
And what have you been able to do with some of those donations?
Well, it cost us about $1,200 for each match that we support through a year. That's training and all of that. So everything that goes towards that, you know, and it helps us maintain and sustain a quality program. We also used it to support one of our supporters, Andy Maloney, our former sheriff in the county. And he had been a terrific fundraiser for us, and we gave him one at our last golf tournament, and he was just thrilled with it. He just thought it was great.
That's fantastic. Well, you know, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more from Aquavation.